our special guest for tonight, an ambitious entrepreneur from Team Gitmo in the Unity Hierarchy. A Reiki practitioner, life coach, and licensed minister, this phenomenal woman is a certified elder in her community. She's an FA junior broker looking to close out MD director promotion this month and make a name for herself in the industry as one of 2021's top directors. Miss Sherri Burns. Welcome to the show, Sherri, and thank you for being here tonight.
Hello, Lamicia. Thank you for having me.
Tell us about Team Gitmo and what your experience was like for Big Event.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, Team Gitmo, Giants in the Making organization, uh, just giants in the making. That's what we are. We love what we do. We love building. We love teaching. We love educating people. And I'm blessed to be a part of such an amazing organization with two leaders. Mr. Dan Elias and Marsha Elias, they are just amazing leaders, amazing mentors, and I'm blessed to be a part of them. I'm blessed to be a part of such an amazing company, and to have such a great opportunity to be able to share with my community, and all the people I love, and all the people I hope to meet and learn to love. So it's just an amazing opportunity. Big event is always crazy. You always gain so much value, learn so much from the leadership, and it's just something that really it shows us even more while we're a part of this company. And I love it. I love the energy. I love the fire. I love the people. It's just a great opportunity.
Wonderful. Absolutely. I totally agree. Big Event this year and last year as well blew my mind, especially being a virtual conference. I'd never seen anything like it before. This year I had the honor of going down to the Woodland Hills office and actually meeting your coaches, uh, Dan and Marsha Elias, in person. And they truly are a wonderful, very inspiring couple. They've reached tremendous levels, and they definitely have a lot that they can teach. You have a lot to gain. I definitely see Gitmo going far. You guys got a strong, very strong team this year. So yeah, we're
Yeah,
thinking hot things. So
absolutely.
let's get into this interview, which I'm sure what
Okay.
everyone's excited for. So I want to ask, what do you enjoy most about being an entrepreneur?
Ah, Lord Jesus, there's so many things. One of the biggest things is just being challenged to grow. I love being challenged. I love, pushing myself to new levels, learning and just growing, learning to be my best self and learn how to operate at a better level. The creative freedom to develop in new areas. You have an opportunity to really, grow and advance. You don't have any ceilings, any limits. And so just being an entrepreneur, I mean, why wouldn't you want to do it? You know? It's like, it's no limits to what you can achieve. I just love it.
Absolutely. That's one of the main things that attracted me as well. No glass ceiling.
Yeah,
Don't put any limits on what goals I can reach, how much success I can have, right? So,
absolutely.
right, the American dream. So second, what skills or habits from a previous career do you still use today?
Mostly my customer service skills. I've worked in customer service the majority of my life. Every career I've been in has had something to do with customer service or sales. So just knowing how to serve people, how to give them the best service, how to treat them how I would want to be treated. So I always take that with me wherever I go.
Wonderful philosophy.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Customer service is everywhere in life, not just in your job and all different places. It's important skill to know how to work with people in this world.
Yeah.
So absolutely. Um, I want to ask, what do you believe are the most important characteristics of a leader?
There's so the list is so long. It's so many characteristics. But the most important to me is integrity. You have to have integrity. Empathy, being able to empathize with those that you lead, being resilient, knowing how to bounce back, and having vision. People without a vision perish. So you have to know, what it is you're trying to achieve, and make sure you're aligned, connected to the right people to be able to achieve those goals.
Wonderful, absolutely. I truly agree, especially with as far as having empathy and resilience. Those are things that are important in ethics, the ethics of business.
Yes.
That's something. Yeah, I was actually discussing with a friend the other day, so that's funny that you brought that up. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, what have you found is the best system for decision making and execution of a plan?
Critical thinking, and asking the hard questions. And you have to be willing to say, does this help? Does this resolve an issue? Does it bring a solution? Does it help or does it hinder? You have to, just ask those hard questions and be willing to, face yourself in the midst of it. Because a lot of times as a leader, it's hard making decisions. And it's even harder when you're leading a team of people and you're wanting to make sure, you're leading them in the right direction. So you really have to, do a lot of self-reflection, and you have to really ask those hard questions and make sure, is this going to benefit not just me, but the whole team, the company? Is this going to benefit the community that we're trying to serve? And that's the biggest thing about it. Just making sure that we're genuine in what we're called to do, and we're not just leading ourselves. We're leading a group of people, so we have to be aware of that and know that everybody's opinion matters. Everybody's thoughts, everybody's heart matters, and we have to meet them where they're at and help inspire them to be able to affect change in the community and whatever business we're bringing to the people.
Wonderful. Oh my gosh, wonderful. Very well thought out answer, very precise. Um, and I love that you mentioned critical thinking first. That's such an underrated skill, something that people really don't even realize. If you're not taught to always question things, then you really don't realize that you go along with the status quo, which is
Yeah.
something we talk about often in the business, how we were all taught, go to school, get a job, all these things that put us in a financial rut. So absolutely, you're totally right in that.
Oh yeah.
Good points. I hope y'all have y'all pen and pencil now. Y'all learned from the other interviews. You better be ready when you log on here. So, how do you measure progress versus succeeding?
I had to think about that a little bit, and just looking at, what progress is, what success is. Progress is moving forward. You have to go, you have to proceed forward, you have to move. And succeeding is basically just following in order, and it's to come next or to take the place of. So when thinking of progress and when thinking of succeeding, we have to move forward. If we're not moving forward, then we're never going to get to the next place. We're never going to arrive. So we have to always make sure we're moving forward. We're advancing in technology. We're learning, new trades, new skills, so that we can be successful in any area that we're trying to operate in.
Absolutely. I would agree. They absolutely go hand in hand, and if you're making progress, you're definitely headed towards success, so you can celebrate the wins, right, along the way. So absolutely. Wonderful answer. I want to ask, what type of mentor do you look to for guidance?
For me, I'm big on education. I love educators. I'm a former educator. So I always look for mentors who are educated, mentors who take the time to read, to study, to learn, to grow, um, people who are empathetic, people who are loyal, who are humble. I'm very loyal to people, so I look for that in my leaders. I look for that in my mentorship. You know, if I'm gonna have your back, I want you to have my back too. So, that's just a big thing for me. Is just having that, knowing that I'm not the smartest person in the room, but I have aligned and attached myself with someone who is constantly challenging themselves to grow, because that makes me a better person at the end of the day as well.
Wonderful, absolutely. I think it's also kind of a fun thing when you see your leaders growing and achieving things that you wish to reach one day. And it kind of it helps with
Mhm.
vision. It helps you realize that
Yeah,
hey, that is reachable. That is something that I can do. That is a goal that I can reach. It's not impossible. A lot of times
absolutely.
seem impossible until you see someone else do it. And then it looks a little bit easy. So that's definitely something to look for when you're looking for leadership and guidance. You definitely want to reach up. I like what you said about not feeling like you're the smartest one in the room. If you feel like you're the smartest one in the room, that's not a room you should be in. Like,
Absolutely. Exit left.
absolutely that. um, big jewels being dropped. So, how
Yeah.
important is support and recognition in business leadership?
Look, everybody wants to know and feel that they are wanted, that they are needed, and you want to know that your hard work is not in vain. So it's very important as a leader to make sure that those that you are leading know that you appreciate them, that you respect and value their time, their energy, and whatever they're putting forward to, make the vision come complete. Not one person can make it happen. So as a group, we have to know how to show love to everybody. It doesn't matter if they're just participating a little bit, if they're participating a lot. If they are contributing something, that matters. And recognizing them and letting them know, it motivates them. It gives them the fire to even want to do more. And I just received my plaque from when I promoted to FA. And that lit a fire under me. I got motivated. I'm like, you know what? I'm ready for the next. I'm ready for the trophies. I want them bigger. I want them better. So when you get those things, it really motivates you to work harder and to really go after your dreams, to take that leap of faith and really push for all of your goals and anything you want to achieve in business, in life, relationships, whatever.
Absolutely, absolutely. Far too many people feel underappreciated, and a lot of times underpaid. A lot of things like that, and it's important, to reach those, get those accomplishments. Like you said, it gives you that second wind, that boost of energy,
Yeah,
that momentum that you need to keep going and reach even more and build something bigger. So, absolutely
absolutely.
agree with that. And that actually goes perfectly into our next question. How do you handle adversity and avoid doubt?
You know what? A lot of people call me Wonder Woman and Superwoman and all that, and I wish I was. you know, we all struggle with doubt, with self doubt, or whatever. But for me, the biggest thing is prayer, meditation, taking that time to have, self care and self love, whether it's getting counseling, whether it's going to a lake to meditate, whether it's walking in nature, whatever gives you that juju, whatever gives you that vibe that you need. It's like you just have to do it. And for me, it's prayer and meditation. As you stated, I am a Reiki practitioner, and sometimes I will retreat to a room by myself and do Reiki on myself. I need to move out the negative energy and let's vibe with the positive. So, really, prayer and meditation is what kind of keeps me grounded and what kind of, helps me keep going through times of adversity.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. And that's very true. A lot of times we take on these roles of leadership and healer, and sometimes the healer needs healing. So,
Absolutely.
learn to self-care and take that time for yourself, heal with your mind, and relax your soul and meditate. Meditation definitely a big thing. I see that as kind of part of the
Absolutely.
new age movement. I ain't even mad. Just ride the wave, y'all. Meditation is definitely a key factor in staying grounded, keeping your mind straight.
Absolutely. And surrounding yourself around the right people, having a strong support system is needed, because times of adversity are going to come. But when you have those people that you can lean on, that, they help lift your shoulders when you can't, they help lift your head when you can't lift it up, it's very important to have that circle, whether it's 5, 2, 1, but to have somebody that can say, you got this. It's in you, pull through.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's one of the big things that we kind of push to in the hierarchy. There's a lot of teamwork, there's a lot of cheering for each other, and,
Yes.
motivating each other, inspiring each other. Everyone has a story, but we all can still push together and win for ourselves, win for our families, win for each other. And so that's
Absolutely.
one of the bigger things that brought me into, having that strong circle and really building true relationship with the people that you
Yeah,
true business partnerships, things that
absolutely.
you're making. So it's important to have those strong relationships, like you said, people can trust.
Absolutely.
So, what would you say are key factors in building strong business partnerships?
I would say for me, I really feel transparency, connecting with people to build, community in and around a shared goal, knowing, what are we trying to achieve, and building that relationship, building that trust of knowing that, I know we have that common goal in mind. So, learning how to flow off of one another, how to work together, and just really build a community around those goals. And knowing it takes a village. I live by that all the time. I've raised a lot of children, and when you're thinking about the old school days, children running around, everybody down the street looked after those kids. You know what I'm saying? If that child was down the street doing something they weren't supposed to be, that neighbor was on them. And it's like that in business as well. We have to hold each other accountable. And we have to be willing to accept that accountability. We have to be brave. We have to be bold. And we have to be open to the challenges. We have to be open to change. So, that's the key factors for me, just really, knowing that common goal and building those relationships so that we can achieve it together.
Wonderful, wonderful answer. Absolutely, it's really important. Integrity and sticking to the plan, sticking to a common goal, like you said, definitely important in building key business partnerships. So, tell me and the viewers, what advice or expectations would you have for someone looking to join your team? Say they watch this interview, they say, you know
Mhm.
what, I really like what she says, what she's about, and then I want to get in and see what she's talking about. What can they expect?
Absolutely. Be ready to grind. Be ready to hustle. My grandmother, she was a hustler, and she taught my sisters and I how to be the same way. My aunts, my cousins, we all grew up with that mentality, like, do all that you can do. And so, we have so many, certificates and, degrees and things that we all work towards. So it's just, having that work ethic to know, I'm here to grind. And, I'm looking for a team that's ready to grind with me. We all have goals that we want to achieve in life. We want to leave a legacy. We want to build generational wealth. And for me, it's not about what I can do now, but it's about when I'm long gone, what my children's children and their children's children, what they will be able to achieve off of what we put in place for them. So definitely just, have faith, be willing to take a leap of faith, be willing to, open your heart and be trusting to, the knowledge that we have to share, the knowledge that the trainings that we have to, help people to become their better selves, to become the best version of themselves, as Dan always say. It's always about growing and advancing. Mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically. We have to do it in every area. So, just if you want to rock with the boss, if you want to be with, someone amazing, someone that, is transparent in every level, come on and rock with the best. I call myself a winner. My team is the winner circle. And, I just tell people, if you want to win, meet me in the winner circle. We ready. We are ready.
Wonderful. Hey, get fired up, people. Y'all heard her. Be ready to work. And definitely expect change. Be ready for it. Change is a good thing.
Yeah.
Raise your standard of life, your standard of living, your standard of everything. There's a growth.
Absolutely.
So, oh my gosh, thank you very much, so much, Ms. Sherri, for coming on the show, participating in the
No problem at all.
appreciate it so much. These have been so wonderful, so fun, and really we're starting to gain a lot of traction. We're getting more and more viewers, getting the information out there, getting our names and our faces out there so people can really see and learn about the financial literacy, personal development, leadership. We talked about all kinds of things, and we're going to talk about a lot more. I'm hoping to have you back, and a lot of the participants back in the future on different shows. So, any closing statements before we leave?
First, I just want to say thank you for having me. It has been a pleasure, spending the evening with you, being able to talk with you and share with you, with all your followers. Thank you for, being who you are, being a boss. You're doing it yourself. And, I'm just so honored to be here. I'm grateful and appreciative to my leaders, Dan and Marsha Elias, to PHP Agency, to our CEO, Patrick Bet-David and Jennifer Bet-David. I'm blessed. I'm honored to be under, our board's council, George Palayo, our, CDH hierarchy, Fred Terrace, Christy Terrace. It's just an amazing opportunity. It's an amazing team. And I'm just ready to keep moving forward and keep, changing lives one person, one family at a time.
Oh my gosh, truly inspiring, absolutely. And y'all heard the name, these people, look them up. These are real people, with real backgrounds, real lives that have really worked hard, and have given us truly a way out, the key to unlock financial freedom. So keep watching, get interested in changing your lives. I want to thank everyone for tuning in tonight. Watch replays of this interview and others on our channel on YouTube, Black Balance Fitness TV. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And as always, remember to stay physically, mentally, and spiritually fit. Have a good night.